Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 4. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make rubber, and in essence plastic, using the latex processing unit and the tree fluid extraction unit. So this is a pretty easy process using components that aren't real difficult to get a hold of, primarily iron. Once you've reached iron in the game, you should be able to put together everything we're doing here today. I'm also going to show you how to automate the setup as well. So this one may take just a moment, but we'll get into it. If you find the video helpful, please be sure to click like, and most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button. That way you can see all my tutorials and my videos as they are released. Okay, so we're going to start with, right now, just the first two, which is, of course, the tree fluid extractor and the latex processing unit. So a tree fluid extractor takes 6 pieces of stone, 3 on each side, 1 piece of redstone, 1 furnace, and 1 iron gear. You'll need 1 of those. Next is the latex processing unit, which I just realized I misspelled there, sorry. And it's going to be 4 iron ingots, 2 furnace, 1 iron gear, 1 redstone, and a machine case. So once you've got a hold of those 2 components, you're pretty much going to be ready to go. Now, this is going to need a power source, so I'm just using a simple combustion generator for a little bit of RF, powered with some oak wood. That's how we're just going to kind of get this one going. So starting off, we're going to use our tree fluid extractor. Now, when you set down a tree fluid extractor, you're going to notice that the little fan side here, the spinny side, is going to be away from you. Now, that's the side that's going to actually do the work. So the latex processing unit, that's going to be set next to our generator because that one requires RF. The tree fluid extractor does not. So I'm going to go ahead and set that guy down here, and when you click on your tree fluid extractor, you'll see this is where your liquid latex is going to be drawn from your wood. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some oak wood here, and you're going to just set a piece of that right in front of the spinny fan side of your fluid extractor. Now, as you can see right here in the center, the pixels are messing up a little bit, just as they would if you were to, say, start smack on or breaking them with like an axe or something. You'll see that it's slowly starting to be broken by this, and as it's doing that, it is pulling fluid latex out of the wood, and it will build up here in MBs up to 8,000. So once that has been all used up, that block will disappear. You'll have to place another one. Now, while that's going on, and we're gathering up a little bit of that, we're going to look at our latex processing unit. Now, this one requires RF. I've already got it connected here. It requires 2 fluids. It requires water, and it requires latex. And of course, the latex is coming from right over there. So we're going to go ahead, and all you have to do is just right-click on it with a bucket of water, and you'll see that it puts water in there. And so I'm using, of course, in creative, so I'm just using several. Off the same one, you can see that's filling up the water. Now, that is full on water at this point. So the next step is we need to get a little bit of latex we have in there into a bucket. So if you just set buckets up in the top here, once this fills up with enough to fill a bucket, a filled bucket of latex will move down into the bottom slot, which can then be removed. So we're going to fast forward a little bit till that kicks in here. There we go. And as you can see, we're about to hit 1,000 MB. And once we hit 1,000 MB of latex, we have a latex bucket, now which you can then just take out of the bottom slot, and you then have in your inventory. Now, going over here, you can just right-click with your bucket. Now, mine didn't empty because, again, I'm in creative, but that will load the latex into your latex processing unit, which will then combine with the water to make tiny, dry rubber. Okay. So we're going to need a little bit more, so I'm going to throw that in here, throw another water in, throw a couple more latex, and there we go. Now we've got some tiny, dry rubber. Now, tiny, dry rubber, you're going to take in your crafting table in a configuration of 9, and that will give you a piece of dry rubber. And then dry rubber, you just put into any furnace, and that will cook up into a piece of plastic, which you can see right up there. There you go. Super easy to do. So that's how you get plastic using these components. Now, I'm going to show you how to automate this process so you don't have to keep putting blocks down and filling it up with buckets. It's a lot easier way to do that. So let's go ahead and clean out some of this stuff here. All right. So next we're going to be using a block placer. And this version of the block placer does not require RF, which is why I'm using it, which is 2 pieces of stone, a dispenser, 2 iron ingot, a piece of redstone, 3 cobblestone. We're also going to use an infinite water source, which is 4 basic plating, 2 tin ingot, and 2 water buckets. That'll give you an infinite water source. Next, we're going to be using fluid extraction cable. We'll need 1 of those. That's a dropper with 4 gold nuggets and a weighted pressure plate. We're also going to need an item extraction cable, which is almost the same, a dropper, weighted pressure plates, but with 4 iron ingots. And we're going to need a couple item cables, which is 4 iron ingots and 4 brick stairs. All right, so let's go ahead and grab those. All right, so using the configuration I have here, this is already powered, which it needs to be. We're going to go ahead, we're going to take a fluid extraction cable, and we're going to shift right-click on the side of our tree fluid extractor. That is going to move our liquid latex directly in here. So that way you do not have to continuously move it yourself. Next, we're going to take an infinite water source and set it directly next to our latex processing unit. And it will slowly add water in there and continuously put water inside. So as you can see, it refills. You do not have to use any form of cable to connect that. The infinite water source will put water directly into the block next to it. So now we've got those 2 feeding in. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and put down our block placer with the little black circle facing the same square we want our wood to go. Now in this, I'm using a combustion generator, right? And so because I've already got a chest full of wood, I'm going to take an item extraction cable on the side of that same chest. Then I'm just going to take some item cable and shift right click, and then right click, and then right click. And that's going to automatically place a wood block directly in front of your tree fluid extractor. Now when that is used up, when that block disappears because all the fluid has been taken from it, the dropper will automatically put another one there, continuously filling this up, continuously filling it with latex. The latex will automatically flow here into your latex processing unit, which is getting a continuous water supply from your infinite water source. All run off of the same chest of wood. Now, the only thing with this, of course, is you will occasionally need to refill this with wood. There are different ways of automating so that wood will go into this as well. This is a real easy way to just set this up, and then all you have to do is every so often click on your latex processing unit, take out your dry rubber, and use it as needed. Again, there are ways to also unload that into different things which will automatically put it all together, but this is just a basic setup to get the process going for you. And that is all that's involved with automating the rubber and process to get plastic. Plastic is useful for a lot of different things and a lot of the more advanced components you're going to build later on in the game. So, all right, so that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions about any of the components or steps that I've used, please be sure to put those down in the comments, as well as any recommendations you have for other videos that you'd like to see. I'm always looking for those. And again, if you have any other questions, let me know. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Have a great day.